Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Doing's Corner. On today's episode, we have a very unassuming guest. I think the last time we sat together in the same space, he wasn't very friendly, he wasn't very positive, but thank God for growth and thank God for, change behavior. We're able to sit together and, speak cordially now. I'm speaking about no other person than Adekunle, the king of the islanders. So, do we need to clap for you?
Why not? People clap when they say king.
I wanted to clap before, but I'm not clapping anymore.
I have a question for you.
You have a question for you don't have a question for me. It's not your platform. Okay.
Why you did blush when you introduce me?
Oh my goodness. This is the problem. This is why he's not been on the show.
No, this is not why I've not been on the show.
That's why you've not been on the show.
No, that's...
What's the reason then?
I was waiting for season 4.
Okay, I hear you. How are you doing though?
I'm well. I'm not getting as much rest, but I am well. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
How does it feel being a host? Something you said you've always wanted to do. I'm not sure anybody has asked you that before.
How do I feel being a host?
How do you feel and how does it feel being a host?
How does it feel? Tense. It's a lot of pressure. For some reason, it's not getting easier. Even though I've shot like so many episodes, it's still like...
Does it feel like a dream come true?
I mean, yes, of course, because I dreamt about it for so long. Dreamed is still correct, right? Well, some people say it is. I dreamt about it for so long, so yeah, it feels good. Can't complain. Don't ask me any more questions. Yeah,
one more question.
Okay.
One more question, and I'll keep quiet. Actually, 2 more. What would you say has been your best interview and maybe your least favorite?
My favorite interview. I'll say the one where I was the guest, the first episode of this season. I think the one I was the guest, just because I don't know many people that can talk as well as I can. So yeah, I really like that episode. And what's your other question? My least favorite, I think is going to be this one, to be honest. But let's see. Okay. Let's see how it goes.
I'll tell you guys what I'm asking during this question. For most people, this is an unusual pairing. Mm-hmm. The interaction that you had with both of us has been from the first time we were in the house. And yeah, it was pretty bad. And so I'll tell you something you don't know. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't understand why I'm friends with you. Why I find it okay.
Because I'm amazing. What do you mean?
Do you know why it's difficult for me to actually answer you on camera? Because I can say something now and then they spin it the wrong way. Don't set me up.
Why are you so scared, though? What's the worst that could happen?
I'm not scared. I just don't like being blogged for negative reasons, especially things that don't really concern me. I just do my own. I would just carry my phone. Adekunle is this. What is this? So I'll just rather stay quiet. Anyway, okay. I'm about to cast Doing. So when we're in All Stars, the first time she apologized to me, I didn't believe the apology because I thought she was doing it for the camera.
Because you have bad mind. No, that's why you didn't believe it.
You were looking at the camera when you were saying you were sorry.
No, so, really?
Yeah. Then the second time was when we had the task, the one where she climbed the stage, and I thought, well, go easy. I'd give you props for it. You tried. And
but you did say to someone though that apology was fake. Because I heard that when I came out of the house.
I didn't say it was fake. I just said, the first one I said I didn't believe it. The second one I said, it's not easy. That's why when I came on stage, I hugged you. I'm like, nah, it's not. You tried. Because to do this, to actually set yourself up. But then I've come out of the house and I just realized you actually like setting yourself up.
What do you mean I like? No, I don't like setting. No. I promise, I'm just a smiley girl. This has nothing to do with what you're saying. I don't like setting myself up. I just do what I want to do. I don't really care about the consequences. I just do it.
That's it.
But it's not liking setting myself up. It's just I do what I want to do.
You say
I don't want us to take... Adekunle, please. Can I be the anchor?
Absolutely. But I want you to be comfortable.
I am very comfortable.
Are you sure?
Trust me. Yes, I am.
How many times are you always in the presence of a fine boy?
Who is the fine boy?
If you can't see, then that's a problem.
Not you. Not you. Definitely not you.
Why are you blushing? See your face.
Oh my goodness.
Let me finish what I was saying so that people would understand and everything. When we left the house, when the show finally finished, we had a group picture that we took in the house, the one where I did that thing and everything. Right. That was the first time when the cameras were off, Doing actually called me aside and said, she wanted to apologize for everything, she wished that we had the opportunity to get to know ourselves and, just...
Of course, he had to put that out there so that people would know that, oh, doing. I'm not ashamed of that. He had to just say that, oh, yeah, doing came
I'm
to.
not saying it
Okay,
to make
feel
you
yourself.
feel ashamed.
Be happy. That's
I'm
the
not
best
saying it
thing
to
that's
make you...
happened to you in a long time. Be happy.
This is why people
Continue.
don't like you.
What do you people don't? People like me. People that are quality like me. I don't know about those that don't.
Anyway, then I started to give it a thought. I'm like, okay, you know what? The cameras are off. She's not playing for the camera. Maybe. And as she said when she opened the show, growth. I don't believe in harboring negativity for a long period of time. It does more harm to you than people actually think. And when we were in the hotel during the media rounds, I don't know why she cannot leave Ile Bayelo. She came to buy his room. And
hey, God
I
of
was in
heaven.
Bai's room.
This guy is.
I thought you said you
what
don't
do you mean
care.
I cannot leave Levi alone?
I thought you said
Levi
you don't
spent
care.
where? When? Where? During lockdown?
No.
After
During
the
the
show?
media rounds. When me and you had the conversation in Bai's room.
Oh, okay. Because she needed me around
No,
because she was
absolutely.
going through a
No,
lot and
absolutely.
she wanted me to be there. I'm a good friend.
Shout out to you for being a good friend to
I'm
Bai.
a good friend.
And again, off camera, I'm not trying to... She just said, you know what, let's actually work towards being friends with each other. And that's how this can happen today. So, but here's the funny part as well. We don't talk as much as people think we do.
I don't understand. Why are you giving all this TMI? Like, who even asked you about all of this information that you're giving?
It's useful.
And it's not useful.
It's
I feel
useful.
like, you're doing the thing that's the same thing that made me feel like this guy is sneaking in the house.
Why?
When you're cooler when the cameras are off. The
literally-
moment the cameras, keep quiet.
I literally
The moment the
just
cameras come on,
I literally just
you
said-
start passing. You're not talking to me. You're literally talking to your fans. You're like trying to tell them, Islanders, oh, it wasn't me that initiated the reconciliation.
If you keep quiet
It
a
was
lot
how.
and you pay attention,
It was.
You would understand.
Trust
I
me.
said,
Trust
for
me,
those
they
who
don't care.
understand why I'm sitting
But
here
nobody
with
asked you
today.
though.
They did ask me. That's why I'm responding to them. And
Okay,
you should be
but
lucky that I'm saying this.
are
This is an
they the ones?
exclusive.
Are
Who's
they the
gonna
ones
watch
that
your show? I'm
invited
telling
you?
you, this is going to be the most views you're going to have on your show.
Okay,
You're
now
very
we'll
welcome.
see. We'll see.
Congratulations.
We'll
You want to place a bet
we'll
on
see.
that?
Okay.
You want to place a bet on that?
Yes, we can actually.
Okay, off camera.
Let me just get to my questions, please. Not like I have any questions planned, but first of all, I want to ask, what was it that you had against me during Level Up season? Why?
You don't pay attention a lot, do you?
I do, actually, because I know that you want to say that you had nothing against me, but that's not true.
No, why would I say I had nothing against
I hope that
you?
that's not what you're saying.
Why
Okay, so
would I
what
say
did
I
you?
had nothing
Okay, so
against
tell
you?
me then. Tell
Huh?
me, because you have said it to me before,
Okay.
off camera, but I want you to share with me on camera now.
1 minute ago, you said I'm playing to the camera. You're doing the exact same thing.
Okay, just
see?
tell
You
me.
people see?
No, I'm not playing. I'm not playing to
Oh,
the
yeah.
camera. I'm asking you
But
a
you said I've
question.
said it to you
Yeah, you
before.
said it to me before. Do you want me to repeat it? I want to give you the audience to say it yourself.
So, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who felt that way. Everybody who watched the show saw things that happened and some of the things that you said. And it hurt me.
Some of the things I said
Yes.
about you, like during Level Up.
Yeah, in the house.
Okay.
And I told you when we came out, when we went by his room, I told you that this one, it pained me. Actually, I said it at the reunion as well. So I've answered your question
So
before.
what's the thing exactly that I said? Because I don't know. I don't remember.
We were supposed to be guys. That's it. And
And
then
I
I
thought
came
we
out
were
and then I
guys.
found out it was otherwise. So I just stayed away.
You see, that's the thing. You are a very scary person. Do you
Why?
know why? Because you take no accountability for your fuck up.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry,
this is
pardon my French.
This is going to be a headline.
I'll tell
this
you.
This is why I stay away from interviews.
Can you imagine? We're supposed to be talking, but you're busy thinking about, headline. Nobody's even thinking about that. I'll tell you why I say you don't take any accountability. So I am under the impression that the reason we had issues is because you felt like I told a certain person, I don't want to mention people's names.
Absolutely.
I told a certain person not to be with you, right? But I've said to you now that I didn't do that. What I did was she had come to meet me to say to me that, she wasn't really feeling it like that between the both of you, and she was feeling someone else instead. And I just said to her, don't lead him on. Like, this is a game. You can actually throw him off his game by leading him on and then just cutting him off. Like, if you know that you're going to cut him off, just cut him off now before it gets too deep. And I did that genuinely from a place of care for you. And I know that you don't believe, because even the way you're looking at me, I feel like
I want you
don't
to
believe me.
finish.
Yeah, so I did that from a place of genuine care for you and concern, because I know myself and I know how tough that house can also be. You don't want somebody playing with your feelings in that house, right? So that was what I was thinking when I was saying that to her. But I think that you kind of like took it the other way to mean that, oh, I didn't want you and her to be together. I don't know why. It wasn't that I wanted you at the time. So why would I not want both of you to be together? Both of you were my friends. It would have worked perfectly for me if both of you were like together. All of us would just be friends together. So you were wrong if you thought that was what I did. And now you're saying, oh yeah, I said a lot of stuff about you and then you came out and you found out and you didn't like it and you stayed away. That's not true. I did say stuff about you. Unlike you, I actually do take responsibility for some things that I do. I did say some things about you in the house when I noticed that you started moving funny. But you also did say a lot about me. If there's one thing I particularly remember, which was one thing that really hurt me, was you saying to I don't want to mention names. But you said to somebody in the house and you were like, if she comes to meet you to ask you if I told you this thing, deny it because I want her to I want to fuck with her mental health or something like that.
Nope.
You did say that. I actually have the clip. You did say that. I can show you after the show, when we're done.
So, this is a problem that may have with you. Here's your word.
Did you say or did you not?
It wasn't to you.
It wasn't to me.
So
No, it wasn't to me, but it was about me, to someone else.
So you started off by saying the impression that you have and you think. And when this question came up at our reunion, I don't know why we are revisiting it again, but sure, absolutely no problem. I never said it was because you said somebody shouldn't be with me.
So what was
My exact question was, and my response at the reunion was, I went into the toilet the morning after a party. Both of you were in the toilet and you said stuff about me. This was something that you didn't air, but I heard it. And when we came out, I went into the garden and I had this conversation that you were saying now. So that was what it was.
Okay, so let's
Not
even
anything
go
about
with
the
your
other-
let's even go with your
that's one.
storyline. And I don't want us to spend too much time on this because now we've moved
Please.
past all of that.
Absolutely.
But I would just think that, a lot of things can be easily misunderstood in that house, right?
sure.
Especially because everybody's thinking everybody's playing a game, right? If you would have heard that and you really considered me your friend, you could have called me aside and just said, why did you say this? I heard you say this. And just give me a chance to explain. Instead of just automatically thinking, oh, she hates me or she's a bad friend or whatever, and then just switching up and making it like
This happened in
campaign.
week 6 or week 7. I'd already been getting heat from week 1. There was no way I really considered anybody my friend after a while because, again,
It happened
my
in week
reality-
6?
Yeah, we'd already merged. And this was a conversation that we had when we sat at the table. So and from week 1, it wasn't particularly a smooth ride for me.
Fair.
So me considering you as a friend, by the time we merged, I didn't really think
I
that
thought
I
we
had
stay
friends.
having. I thought your issues with me started before we merged. But you know what? I don't want us to go to talk about this
Thank you.
too
Please,
much.
let's move on.
Do you get? We've already spoken about it at the reunion, and that reunion stuff. Oh my goodness!
Can we move on?
I want to know. No,
Can we move on
I
from
just
it?
have one question. I just have one question. I mean, I've watched the clip back, right? And I know how I sounded.
I have
How did it? No, let me ask the question first. How did you feel? Were you genuinely upset? Were you hurt by the things that I said? Because I just want to know, because I don't know if I've ever asked you how you felt about that
No.
reunion thing.
Honestly, I was almost going to cry.
Oh.
Because this is something I don't understand about most housemates. You guys are in the house. You experience the house 2/7. When you come out of the house, why do you usually end up saying, I watched the clip? To be very honest, when we went for a
Because you
reunion,
can't see everything in the house. You
but
only
then-
see
no, but then
the
here's the thing.
conversations that you're involved in.
I lived in the house with you,
Right.
I saw most of the things that happened. If there's a thing that is being aired on TV, most of the people watching it don't really understand the genesis of it. It's just what they see that they see. We're in the house, sometimes we see the beginning of everything, but we don't always just come out to talk about it. At the reunion,
Right.
I didn't speak to anybody before the cameras were on. I knew that there was an obvious gang up.
You knew there was what?
I knew there was an obvious gang up. I knew that people were going to gang up on
And
me.
do you know the funny thing? There was no gang up.
Really?
I put it on everything that I
No, it
love.
might not have been from you.
Nobody
No, but
came to me. I'll speak
That's
about
what I'm saying.
myself.
It might
Nobody
not have been a
came to me.
conversation
Yeah.
that happened right there in the studio.
There was not even conversation about you even after
Which
the
is,
show.
I'm not arguing it though, but I'm just saying that, again, I'm speaking from my experience, right? I'm not generalizing. I knew that there was a gang up. I wasn't sure where it was going to come from, but I knew that there was a gang up. And when conversation started to happen,
You were not surprised.
I wasn't surprised. It pained me though, because when the cameras were off,
Don't do that old man smiling thing. Just talk.
When the cameras were off, there were one or two of the housemates who had said some bad stuff about me, and then they came and they were like, "No, we are cool and everything."
For real?
And I was like,
Are you serious?
telling
But I
you.
wasn't. There's no way I was.
"And there's no you."
Okay,
Yeah,
then.
so
No, the thing is this, right? I don't want you to look. Well, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody that was there that day, but I speak for myself. There was never any conversation before,
to insult
as
her,
relates
David.
to you,
You
that
have
had to
another
do
name.
with.
You have one English name. What's that your English name?
I don't have any other name besides Esmeralda.
Another one. The one that's on your birth certificate.
No, I don't have an English name.
Really?
actually.
Okay. So doing Solar David.
And that's my middle name, but that's Yoruba.
No, that's not it. That's not the name. We've moved past level up.
Fair enough.
Me and you are
Okay.
here now
Fine.
having a conversation.
So,
Leave the past alone. Thank you very much.
but you started talking about the past.
I
though,
didn't
but-
bring up the past.
Okay, fine. Let's move on to All-Star season,
Right.
right? All-Star season, we didn't have much interaction in the house like that. I did.
Why?
Why did we not have?
Why we know you guys when we enter house now? I said hi to you when you sat on the table with.
You keep saying that thing, but I didn't hear you say hi.
That's okay. You looked at me. You were on the
Me?
table with what's his name, Kidwire.
For real?
I said hi to everybody, and I was like, I'm like, man, doing Diddy.
Are you sure you said hi to me? Because I didn't hear it.
Absolutely, I was like,
Oh, really?
man,
And I
what am
genuinely, if
what
I
am
heard, I would have. Do you know the funny thing? Because before we went into the house for the All-Star season, I actually wanted to reach out to you before. And I wanted you and I to just, and whoever, because I heard that you were coming, right? I didn't even hear Lebaye actually. So I was thinking level up people. I wanted us to be like
I
together.
tried to nip it in the bud.
You tried to in the
Yeah.
house?
No, like I didn't want.
You didn't want
My
any
name.
interaction. It wasn't that you,
like I didn't want people to know I was going back into the house. So
No, but
don't know how
I
you found
heard
out.
your name. I heard your name from someone, and I was really trying to like reach out to you to just let you know that I'm cool with you, and I wanted us level up people to like hold each other's hands and everything. And I think I mentioned it to you the first time I apologized to you in the house during the All-Star season. I'm like, I would never put you up, and I never did. Do you know that?
Did I put you up?
You did.
When did I put you up?
When you were sabotaging my HOH reign, and
Do you
then
know
I
that
called you.
this girl is an unserious person? You keep
And-
saying I was the only one who read the brief and wrote it down to you and said, this is exactly what Big Brother asked us for. I categorized all the roles that we were supposed to do, and I said, we should do this, we should do this, we should do this. And then you people came and said, we should do skit, and I said, this is where I keep quiet. Here's what you guys
No,
don't know.
but
No,
we
but
didn't.
wait.
Big Brother did not have a problem with what we decided to do. He had a problem with people like you not participating.
No, but then here's the funny thing.
You and your clan.
Do you know the funny thing? Do you know the funny thing? You people don't know this. All my diary sessions, I talked about all the wages of the week. And there was a point in time Big Brother said, look, offer you advice. If it doesn't work out, just listen. After that one, I'm like,
No, but it wasn't. It's one thing to say, oh, I think we should do this. It's another thing to now be a participating member and say, oh, yes, I'm doing this
You
with
people
the
said
house.
we should do
You were
skits.
not
I don't
participating.
do skits.
But you didn't have to do skits. You could have done something else.
what? Tell me, you were head of house.
I can't even
Remind
remember. What
me.
were the other roles? There were skit makers. There were.
What was the thing for the
I
week when
don't-
you were head of house?
I can't remember.
Shey
What do
dey
you
see
mean?
the
Do you know
guy.
how many things have happened
See
since
head
that?
of house.
I can't remember, bro. That's a long time ago.
It was-
But the point is, you
Okay,
pull me
move on from
up.
that.
You pull me up.
Yes, now. because
Your
you
fellow
came
level
from-
up person. You
You were
shouldn't have.
reading the brief, and then you go something.
No, you people were
called my
coming
name.
late. No, you people came late.
You said, thank God you know yourself. I'm like,
No, you came late, and I was like, "Oh, welcome. Thank you for gracing us with your presence." And then you were like, the wager saboteurs or something
'cause
like
that's what you
that.
had called
And I'm
us.
like, "I'm so happy you know yourself."
I'm like, okay, no
so why
problem.
should that trigger you enough to go pull me up?
it did not trigger me.
You are a horrible person.
We go
Just
meet
so
for
you
diary
know,
room.
because I watched one diary session. And like I didn't even want to put her up, but
I'm telling you, I had no
I think
intention.
she's calling for it or something
Yes,
like that.
this is why I keep telling you, I'm about to put you in trouble. The moment you said it, I
Oh
just said
my
no problem.
goodness.
We go to see for nomination.
But you know one thing, there was nothing you could have done to me on this All-Star season that would have made me go to that room to call your name.
Yeah, but then that's the thing. I didn't do anything to you.
You know what? We need to go on a quick break, and then we'll come back. As I was saying before we had to go on that break, so there was nothing you could have done to me, to be honest. No, there was no way. You upset me a lot of times in that house, to be
I
honest.
stayed away.
Yeah, you stayed away, but you
Yeah.
upset me sometimes.
Because I stayed away?
No, not what? I was.
So
no,
how did I upset
no,
you?
you upset me. I want to mention one particular scenario, but I don't want to involve another person.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a time in the house that I think something that happened about food, about bread or something like that, and we're supposed to share bread. And then somebody gave me part of the bread, and then you went to meet someone else, and you were telling them they gave Doyin or something part of the bread or something, like going to report me so that that person can come and attack me. I'm
Can I
like,
ask you a question?
do you not have enough balls to face me by yourself?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Genuine question. In the entirety of everything that happened in the house, why would you always pick one scenario and try to make it seem bigger than what it is?
No, but I'm not trying to make it seem bigger than what it is. I'm just
Do
saying
you
that
realize
you
that we're
upset
having,
me.
wait, hold on.
I'm
Do you
just
realize
saying
that
you
we're having a
upset me.
conversation about bread?
Yes, exactly. It's about bread. That's the reason you didn't have to go report.
Why are you doing this? You're in the house. You know exactly how it is in the house. Not everybody has the capacity to have their common sense or do things the way they would
Okay,
want
so
to
you're
logically.
admitting to me right now that you didn't
can't
have your
re-
common sense in the
No,
house.
I can't remember.
I can take that if you say that.
Oh my
No, if you
goodness.
say I didn't have my common
What
sense
is
working,
wrong
I
with-
can
I'm
say
not
because
saying I didn't have my
knowing
common
you would
sense.
never
I'm
apologize.
saying that you did not have your common sense.
No,
That's why
you
you're
did
trying
not-
to have
you
a
don't have-
conversation about bread. What is wrong?
No, you didn't have common sense in the house. That's why you went to report me about bread. And I don't know
Which
what you were
house were you
expecting.
in?
The Ulster's house, the same house you were in.
Don't do that to my state to the end, though. I'll find a way to enter.
And
you.
so
Don't
what?
do that,
And
though.
so
Don't
what?
do
Who
that, though.
cares? Who
Let's
cares?
just stay, chilling and whatnot.
So now, after the Ulster season, right, I reached out because I just thought about him one day and I'm like, I never really got to know this person. And there was a time I went on a show, actually, immediately after the show ended. When I came out of the show, I came out before you. I went on an interview and someone said, shut up.
Wait. Before you go, why do you think you didn't stay to the end?
What? I just think that I'm too much for Nigerians to handle. I think I'm like tequila. I'm not even joking. I think I'm too much. I think I'm too much when I just think that they haven't seen this much awesomeness and they cannot just handle it. It's like when the light is too bright, you just have to put on sunglasses like, you know what, this is too much. Because honestly, if we're really looking at it, I should have been there till the finals.
Why?
I should have.
Why?
Because I didn't need a sheep. I didn't need anything to be talked about. The only thing I need to be talked about is me. Like, I am walking content. I am reality TV gold, like I said before, and I still maintain it. Unlike boring people like you, but let's not focus on your...
Maybe people prefer boring people. That's why. They
No,
stay to the
actually,
end.
people just prefer people that they can relate to, and it's not my fault that a lot of
people
people
can't
cannot
relate to
relate to
you, that's the
awesomeness.
problem.
No, not many people can. You can only find like 1% of people that will be in the higher echelon of like either really smart or really amazing or really... Many people cannot relate to people that are really, really good at what they do. Because many people are average people like you. Do you accept that? I'm joking. Please, guys, I'm not mean. I swear.
This is why she gets in trouble a lot. She will say all this.
I'm playing. But you know I'm playing.
No, me, I know you're playing. That's why I feel bad for you.
No,
They
don't feel
always
bad.
come for you.
No, I'm good.
I can't do what you do. To be very honest, I'll give
me
you
my
props for
props.
that. No, I'll give you
Thank
props
you.
for that.
Thank you.
Should I cast you?
Don't. I don't know what you want to say. What?
See, most of the time, she just opens her mouth and she just talks. Half the time, she doesn't really mean it. But
Yes, true.
if you people understand, you will know that. You just let her talk and just be looking at her.
Right. Aww. Coming from not liking me to understanding me. Do you want to marry me too?
Your head is not correct.
It's all right. I was saying before you cut me short, I thought about it. I actually thought about it in the house, but then I was like, if I make this move in this house now, they will think it's something. I'm like, let me leave it. And then I went on this show after I came out, and someone said to me, the interviewer on the show, he was like, I really think that the reason you and Adekunle don't get along is because both of you are really smart people, and both of you think that because you're so aware of each other's smartness, you always think that. Don't even say what I think you want to say. Because if there's one thing you can say, no, I am a smart girl. But wait, listen, just listen to his theory. Just listen to his theory and see if it makes sense.
Okay.
It's like both of you are really smart people, and both of you are very aware of like your smartness, and you both believe that there's no way this person is not using their smartness in a way to be advantageous in the game. Does that make sense? So you are always thinking that everything I do is calculated, and I'm always thinking that everything you do is calculated, or there's something behind everything you do. And that's just because of the fact that I can attest to the fact that I'm not too proud to say that I know that you're a really smart person.
No, you're smart, so I'm not going to
I know
lie.
that. I don't even need you to tell
I'll
me.
give
I
it to
know.
you. Your only
I
problem
know.
is you don't know how to keep quiet. You just
Yes,
keep talking. That's
yes.
your only problem.
Yes.
No, but I'm not sure I'd agree with the interviews
Really?
theory.
So why do you think?
Because I wasn't, how do I explain it now? So this is
Because
who I am.
everything was lined up for us to be good
Yeah, but
on both seasons.
this is who I am, right? So I'll tell you how I particularly operate. If you're going to get into any issue, right? If it's not face to face, if we're not going to address the altercation, then I don't see any point in doing that. I don't have energy for online back and forth. I think it's very unnecessary. So we're in the house. Everybody is in the house for a game. I'm going to admit, first time I didn't know what I was coming into the house to do. A lot of my, can you use the F word on your show?
No,
A lot of a lot of the mistakes that I made in the house, I would say it came from an ignorant place. I'm never going to deny it and everything. I didn't know, but you see, the second time I went into the house, I knew exactly what I was in the house for.
For real?
I knew exactly. I'll tell you guys what you don't know. My outfit was coordinated, like everything was planned from day one to the very end.
Are you serious?
I knew I wasn't going to go to the end. Like I knew I was going to stay in the house to the end. Everything was
And
coordinated.
you really owned that bad boy deck. So
No, that was the idea.
I wish you came on level up with that bad boy.
No, but then that's the thing. I didn't know. So the last time I watched the show was Double Wahala. So I'd not seen Big Brother again. So even when I applied, I didn't know what was happening. So I came in with just one bag. I didn't know what was going on. I'm just like, at the back of my mind, again, and I said it in the house the very first time, that I'd had a rough couple of months before I entered in the house. So me coming into the house, it felt like an escape, like a getaway. It was like a slumber party for me. I did not know that you had to come with a strategy. Everybody would be gauging you. So I wasn't really looking at anybody like that. The thing that pained me the most, and it wasn't just with you, it was with the other people in the house that I considered to be my friends. There were people who, during the first 2 weeks in the diary session, when Big Brother asked me who I thought was going to win, I mentioned their names. And then, during the course of the show, I'm starting to see you act a certain type of way. To be very honest, even this All-Stars, if anybody is acting or moving in a certain type of way, even if it's towards me, I'm not going to have any issue with the person because I know that it's a game.
But it's not everybody that was intentional about that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That even now, right, the second time, if I find out that anybody moved a certain, the last week in the house, me and the other guys that stayed to the end, we're just having a conversation, and some of them were like, "Oh, I put you up, I put you up, I put you up." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." And one of them said, "Why are you not angry?" I'm like, "Why am I angry?"
No, there's nothing
like
to be
it's
angry.
a game.
No, there's nothing
That's
to be
really
angry
what
about.
it is. If we're able to understand that everything that happened in the house was, it's 120 million naira, everybody will try their
Of course,
best.
I mean, you
Once
should
you're
play
able
a
to
game. If you
understand
can
that,
play a game and win 120
and you
million,
put that
play the
aside,
game.
and we come out of the house and we're able to focus on real life and everything. Generally, that's how I see it. But I'm not gauging, this person moving, and I'll tell you why. And this is me about to brag. I do not think that there's anybody that can out-calculate or out-strategize me. So I'm not even looking at anybody.
Okay, Professor.
I'm not even looking at anybody as a
get
threat.
you for the next season.
Well, I know.
Okay, Professor.
So,
and I can actually, you're really smart. You're really smart. So I can give that to you.
Thank you.
But I wanted to say something. You mentioned something about knowing everything you did on this season. Are you telling me that?
There was the only part that I did not see coming was.
Was what? What is? Okay, let's not talk about it.
I came into the house as bad boy Dex, and but apparently you can't control everything that happens in the house.
And to be honest, that house can make you feel things that you didn't even think you would feel. To be honest, so
yeah, the first time.
So that means you're telling me that this second time, even I don't want to ask. I don't want to put you on the spot like that.
Thank you.
I shouldn't. Right?
No, don't ask.
I'll be your guy.
Thank you.
Okay, so, I mean, I think I've seen some things on Twitter about people saying, oh, do they like each other now? Are they trying? I've always said, yes, I've seen so many things like, oh, this was my sheep that I was actually rooting for. And because you also, why you didn't?
To the people who said that, now it's not to you. Why do you want to fight with me?
Because you said it on one particular interview, I think. I don't know what interview that was. You're like, when they asked you, I think that was after Level Up. Where they're like, oh, who was the first girl you were attracted to? You're like, oh, Doing. Do you remember?
You're the first girl that I saw in the house now.
Why do you have a problem with taking accountability? Like,
why
what
do you
is
people
your
have
problem?
a problem with the truth?
It is not the truth.
You were the first girl. The people who
they
went
did not say the question wasn't
who was the first girl I was attracted to.
So does that mean
now you I see first now?
Girl.
No, I don't understand
I think
English.
Bella was the first girl.
Yeah, but she sat fire rush. Was it
okay? So that's so you were attracted to the first girl you saw.
More or less,
it doesn't work that way.
Are you me? Am I you?
You are a liar. But okay, the point is this: like, I want to answer that question because I've seen it so many times, and I'm so.
But then I said it again as well. I had a conversation with you, and our wavelength it did not marry. So I said, Well, it was nice knowing you.
But what conversation was that, though? I'm trying to think. What
You don't
conversation
remember?
did you have with me?
It was a I was telling you about,
What was the thing that I was saying that made you feel like, I think you were talking about what you were going through at the time or what you went through before the house. And I'm like, I'm not down for this type of...
It's the same thing you said on one of the shows that put you in trouble.
Oh, please. You keep saying put you in trouble. Who says I was in trouble?
Okay.
That's what you think.
You're not in trouble. One of the things you said on the show that made everybody talk about
I think I know what you're talking about.
So I'm just like,
I know what you're talking about.
it's difficult to explain to people, but it's only now that I'm starting to say, okay, you know what? Maybe you need to take a step back and understand that your reality has changed. Most people don't know this, but every once in a while, I always find myself going into Balogun and Tinubu.
What's Balogun and Tinubu?
The markets now, the Lagos Island market.
Oh, I wouldn't know that. I'm not an islander. I don't live in Ireland.
It's not because of anything, but every now and then I just, don't get carried away with the fame.
Right.
Essentially, and it's just, but last time I went there, I realized that quite a number of people watch the All-Stars, and I don't have the luxury or the freedom that I used to have anymore. So now I'm just, at least now if I'm going to do that, then I'm going with the mindset, okay, you know what, maybe they can recognize you, and don't run away from it. It is what it is.
Our reality has truly changed. Like what we could put up with. It's just that me, even before the show, my reality, I don't think my reality has changed very much for me. I don't.
Do you know that you make it very easy for me to take jabs at you?
No, you can say what you want to say. I'm actually really curious. Don't say anything stupid, because even if you say we will cut it out, thank God this is my show.
For people who don't know this is how we actually banter all the time. We're always giving it to each other and everything. Let me tell you why this is the jab I wanted to take. The reason why your reality has not changed is because you do not blow.
You think. You wish.
I'm taking a jab at you.
But I'm just happy that you know that jab is the most, is the biggest lie that you've heard.
Why are you paying you?
No, it's not paying me. It's just not true, my love.
I'm not a love.
It's just not true, my love. You want to be, though. You just won't get the chance. But it's fine. It's fine. Anywho, I'm really happy. I'm really happy that we can sit now and just talk about like our differences and just laugh it through. And I hope that people that love me and support me and think Adekunle is a horrible person, I cannot say that he's not horrible.
You better say it. You better say it.
I cannot say that he's not horrible, but he's not as bad as we thought he was. Do you understand? He has his good sides. He's not entirely bad. He's not the most straightforward person, in my opinion, no, but you have your good sides. And I'm happy that I reached out to you after the show. I'm happy that I tried to get to know you. And I hope that we don't ever find ourselves in any situation like that would make us fall out again. Because I really do think you're a great person. And I was saying to you before we started shooting that before I used to think that this your talk of, I don't like drama, I used to think it was fake. But speaking to you after the show and just looking at the way you've navigated certain things that I don't really want to talk about, I really agree that you're not really as dramatic, or you're not a drama person.
A lot of it is very unnecessary. I wish most people will adopt that option, but I can't tell anybody how to rock their own boat.
But at the end of the day, being a dramatic person is a personality thing. You are able to not be, because I know that you're a calm person. I know that you're quiet, you're an introvert, but everybody's not like that.
True.
So I can say that I was wrong about certain things about you. Certain things I was wrong. So what can you admit? What way? Are you saying you're never wrong about anything about me?
No, absolutely.
Don't even act like it's very difficult to come up with things. You're wrong about so many things, so it should be easy.
Like what? I feel like you have a lot of assumptions about what I feel about you.
Okay, fine.
Again, I don't like drama. When I just realized that, this is not going to work. And it's probably something that I would need to, work on maybe in the future. I just move away. Yeah. I don't... How do I explain it now? I would always say I want to add weight. That's my excuse. Like, I don't want anything that will stress me. So once I just see that something is not going, and also because, again, I understand that certain conversations with people wouldn't particularly lead anywhere. Most of the time, people listen to respond. They don't listen to understand. And the timing wasn't right. It was easier for me and you to have a conversation now, because when we had the opportunity to go back into the house again, you saw me differently.
Right.
Imagine if all of this happened when...
Did you see me differently, though?
In the house?
Yeah.
Yes, now, you're a very playful person. doing.
Did you not think I was playful before?
No, when did you? I didn't.
You thought I was very serious?
No, I see. In this life, I've only had 2 interactions with you: Level Up and All Stars.
Right.
Level Up, I don't know that you played a lot, but All Stars,
okay, maybe
you were running around the house throwing puff and everything. The day I saw it, I thought it was cute. I'm like, okay,
Right.
maybe you don't, just see this person for someone different. And I really believe in second chances, because if there's anything, I had a lot of second chances in my personal life, and it's an opportunity for me to get to where I am today. So, if other people can see a second chance in me, why can't I see that in other people as well? So,
okay, fair enough. I do want to speak about your fan base, though. Do you
be careful.
Be careful about what? You keep talking as if...
Be careful.
What's
I'm
gonna
looking
happen?
out for you.
But what's going to happen?
Do you really like when people talk about you in a negative light on the internet?
I really don't care. I promise you, I really don't care. Because, we're all entitled to our
I
opinion.
know we can't control it, to be very honest. I know that we can't control it, but again...
But I wasn't even going to say anything negative about
Okay,
them.
oh yeah.
But now, you know what? I'm not going to give them the time of day anymore. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. They don't deserve it. I'm sorry. I'm cool with you. I'm not cool with them. I don't know them. But, yeah, we'll see. So, you still not say what you were wrong about, apart from the fact that you thought I was serious on Level Up, but now you figure out that I'm more playful. Mm-hmm. What else would you say you were wrong about, like your assumptions about me? Now that I think you know maybe better.
I don't make assumptions.
Or whatever it is that you thought about me at the time. Is there anything else you can say? Okay, you know what, I was wrong about this.
Yeah, just... I don't want to answer falsely, so I'm actually going to think about it. To be very honest, after we had the thin level, I zoned out. I didn't
really think much about me.
I didn't really think much
you
about
had
it because
a lot
it's
to say
easier.
For someone that didn't think much.
It's easier. So it's easier for you not to have an opinion when you don't assume, because the truth is and it's one of the things that all of us who've been on the show suffer a lot. Mm-hmm. We see fan bases talk about us based off assumptions when they don't really know the truth, and so I tend not to assume. I always just wait. I'll tell you something that I do a lot. Whenever I'm calm and I'm just looking, I'm just waiting for the truth to fall out, because the truth is nobody can lie for so long. So when I just wait and I'm just looking, I'm not strategizing anything.
Sometimes the truth doesn't fall out, though.
It kind of does. It
Sometimes
depends on what you're looking at.
Truth.
Some people will never say the truth, but you can also tell with the way people move as well.
I was going to ask, what season do you prefer, Level Up or All Stars?
I identify with All Stars, please.
What do you mean you identify? So you don't identify with Level Up?
I identify with All Stars, yes.
I also think that All Stars was a much better season. It wasn't, not better in terms of like the people. It was just a much more.
I have more friends in All Stars.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, because people in Level Up kind of figured you out. I'm joking. I'm playing with you. I'm joking.
Do we need to take you for what's that thing called?
For what?
Deliverance.
No.
Are you sure?
No, I'm playing with you. Okay, I also prefer All Star season, to be honest.
It was a more fun experience.
Not fun.
For me, it was fun,
no.
Oh, me, I had fun in the house.
No, you were having the time of your life.
No, it's not that. I had actually had fun.
So you won't say you had the time of your life?
I had fun.
Did you have the time of your life?
The time of my life is...
Did you feel like you were on a vacation? Did you feel like you were on a...
I was sleeping a lot. I was sleeping a lot. That one.
All Star season?
Yeah.
No, All Star season. Actually, you looked like you were on a vacation. You looked like you were having a good time.
I had fun in the house.
Yeah, I won't say I had fun, but I would say it was a much more challenging season. It felt like I was doing something.
Didn't the parrot
Level
cast
Up
one of the conversations that you had?
Me?
Yeah.
What conversation?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
It casted a lot of my conversations, so I don't know which one you're talking about. Okay. For me, All Star season was more worth my while. That's what I would say. Like, it was challenging. It felt like I was doing something. Level Up, I just felt like I was just leaving.
You know, the only thing that I would say that I did not like about what I did in All Stars was I didn't take the task seriously.
You didn't? But you won.
That's it. Imagine if I took it seriously.
That's the thing that you do that I don't like.
Wait. I'm going to give you a classical example. No, I'm actually going to give you an example. I don't know if you were in the house at the time.
I didn't even put my best. Bro, that was the best you could do.
No.
Accept it. You did well.
Fam.
You did well.
Fam.
But you couldn't have done better.
No, but I'm telling you, if
that
you go back, I wasn't really paying attention to it. Go and watch when I went in the house.
So why weren't you? Because you were...
No,
why weren't you?
So... I came into the house this time around just to have fun, just to let loose. I knew that most of the task, it wasn't going to be as serious and everything. So I was just taking it as it was. There was a task that we had where we had to throw ping pong balls into a thing. I'm not sure you were in the house at the time.
Oh my gosh,
I said
shut
that's
it.
not- I'm
What
not-
do you
no,
mean?
no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
sure you were in the house. You're
I'm
talking
not-
like I left him with two. Excuse you. Excuse
Where
you.
did you live during?
You better not say let me say what's coming to my mind though. Because if I say it now,
Anyway.
there will be problem. Let me just leave
Anyway,
it to
when we did it,
myself.
I was only able to put two ping pong balls in the game.
Right.
But for some weird reason, I was able to qualify. The big brother said we should.
Oh, I
go
remember.
back in
I
the-
remember
we're in the
that
house
one.
at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
And I had the most balls in. That one, I'm like, okay, no, I'm going to take it seriously. But that's the only thing I would say when I wasn't too
have to give
serious
it
with
to
the
you,
task.
Sha. You're very good with like games, tasks. You're very good with a lot of things. I think the only thing that I feel like you need to work on, should I say it? Should I say it? I don't think you want to hear
think you
it.
should say it. I don't know what you want to say, but I don't think you should say it. I'm worried for you. I don't think you should say it.
No, it's not anything that will bite me in the ass. It's just something
Which
that is the
ass?
fact. What do you mean? I do have a booty. No, so the thing is, no, I have to give you credit for that. I think you're very smart. I think you're very good with games. I think, yeah, games and you're very smart, for sure. You're also very good with like technology, all these phone things. Yeah, you
My
are.
fans will disagree. They'll tell you I'm an old man. I don't know how to use technology.
No, you do act like an old man.
I need
you
to
do.
stop.
When I see you dancing, I'm like, they should ban dancing. Nobody should dance again. You are like the worst dancer.
Well, you know why this is funny? You know why this is funny?
Because I'm a horrible dancer.
No, I won money in the house for dancing.
For dancing.
Yeah.
That's because it was like a choreography thing.
No, but then that's
and
not-
you were
no.
paired up with people that could actually. Your teammates were like Prince and
Yeah,
who
yeah.
else? New.
Yeah.
Of course you would win.
What do you
That's
mean by
all-
of course?
don't ever take that. Pen. That
What
was
do
not
you mean by of course?
It
All of us
wasn't
danced
you.
individually.
No, you danced. We danced in batches.
No, but we all danced. We choreographed our
I don't want you
unique
to.
thing.
There's
Should
so
I
many
tell
things-
you why? Should I
there's
tell
so
you
many
why?
things you're good at, but dancing is not one of
Should I
those
tell
things.
you
You
why?
can let that go.
Should I tell you
You
why?
are horrible.
Should I tell
dance
you why?
like an old man.
Should I tell you
from
why? No, I know I dance like an old man. I'm not going to lie. I admit it. What are you talking about? Didn't you even see the Lipton iced tea task?
No, I wasn't in the house by then. You can brag about that now. I was out of the house by then.
But then that was also another dance competition. I won that. I won money for that. I actually know how to dance.
Of course, you had to win that task because at that time I wasn't in the house. There was nothing else you were
Now you go
focusing your
outdance me.
attention on. No, you were not. You know, while I was in the house, you were focusing your attention so much on me that you couldn't really do well.
Who is me? A
things.
Chinese housemate?
Me, Esmeralda.
Who that?
So when I left the house, there was nothing to focus on. So you just had to put all your energy into it. So that's why you won it. So thanks to me for leaving because you couldn't have won that because you'd have been focused on me, I think.
Delusional.
We have to wrap this up. Adekle, it's been great having you. Thank you for
You're
coming
most
on the
welcome.
show.
And congratulations on your most viewed episode.
Oh my goodness. Please, can you guys not watch this episode so that it doesn't have the most viewed
If
episode?
they don't watch it, how will you get money?
I don't mind. I'll let this one go because I really don't want you to be able to say, oh, you had the most views from having me
I
on
promise
your
you.
show.
I'm going to type in Odumodu in your comment section.
Why?
Just
What?
to let you know that I told you so.
Does Odumodu say I told you so? What does Odumodu have to do with I
Child.
told you so? I don't know. I'm not very current to like music and stuff.
It's not. It's just a reference. He types in capital letters, so that's why I said I would type in
Oh, I
Odumodu.
didn't know that. Okay, we'll see.
And you say you are smart.
I am smart, but I might not just know everything. The same way you don't know a lot of things. Like that thing that I'm not saying. Because trust me, if I say you would agree with me that that's something you need to improve
You
on.
might even be wrong.
No, I'm right. But I'll tell you after the show because I don't want to put you on blast because I'm actually trying to be a good person.
Okay.
So thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're
I
very
really
welcome.
like your hair, like
Thank
I
you very
said
much.
before we started. I wish you'd grow it a bit longer though. I don't like it short, but it's not bad. Thank you. I like the white. You look nice.
If I don't give them, how would they take it?
You look nice.
Thank you very much. You look nice as well.
I'm aware of it. I was waiting for you to compliment me. Took you long enough. Anywho, thank you guys so much for this chaotic episode, for watching this chaotic episode. I hope that you enjoyed it. And I hope that you can be like me and put me and him actually, and put your differences aside with people that, you know, you have issues with and just move forward. Because really, there's no reason to hate people or to dislike people. Let's just all love one another and just be cool. So till we see you next time, I love you all. Bye.
Bye, guys.